troubleshooting. The stream
Just
is
like
live.
that.
We're live.
We're live, and it was like
Well,
pulling teeth to go live, Rich. I don't
That was
know.
unexpected. I was sitting there very surprised. All of a sudden,
Yeah.
hey, how's
So-
it going, everybody?
Woo!
Woo!
Good morning.
Live and dangerous.
It's
Rock
still
and roll.
morning for us. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
it is. It's 10:18 a.m. on this lovely, beautiful Friday. It's
Yes.
Friday.
It
A
is
lot of
Friday.
stuff going on. So, how's your week? You good?
Busy, good, but busy. You know how it is. We were supposed to do this last Friday, but I was just deluged with this crappy thing we call work, and
God, that
yeah.
work thing is way
work
overrated.
sucks. Yeah,
Way overrated.
so I'm not a retired man of leisure like you are, Rich.
Dude, I want to work so bad. You don't even know. Yesterday, I was bored as sin because I'm waiting for ink to come in so I can do some shirts, right?
Right.
So I'm waiting for it, and I was in one of those moods. You ever been in one of those moods where you're just like, oh, I should go play the guitar. Nah. Oh, I should go vacuum out my car. Nah. Hey, I should go do this. Nah. I was in one of those moods yesterday all day, and finally, all of a sudden, it's 4:00, in the afternoon. I'm like, well, hey, the day's over. Right on. Cool.
Awesome.
Rock and roll. But yeah, it was one of those days yesterday. But yeah, work's overrated, man. But I do want to get back to it sooner or later. I got all these surgeries coming up this month, and hopefully I can get back to something or other. Who knows? Who knows, man? But I just
okay. So not to be too personal, but what surgery you got coming up?
All right, so I got 3 of them. We're doing the round robin. I already had surgeries on them, but I'm doing them again because it didn't work.
Because they were so much fun. You're doing them again.
I was just had a blast, Yay, party on. No, I'm doing my back surgery again because I have 2 protruding discs back there. That's like messing with my nerves. It makes my leg dead. Then I got my knee surgery that I had done, but something's up with it. They didn't do a good job. So I'm going to a different place. So I have a knee surgery, and then I got my carpal tunnel surgery coming up at the end of this month. So I have all 3 of those surgeries to see if I can even fix it. If not, then I'm just handicapped for life, and it is what it is. So, God bless the United States Army. Yes. They, in the Army and people out there, if you've been in the military, you can validate for me, but it ain't for the weak of heart, man. You have to do your day consists of so much stuff and so much heavy lifting and so much walking and moving and grabbing and pulling and pushing and stressing and anxious and the whole deal. That's why they only give you 20 years because it's like a 40-year career in 20 years.
That totally.
Yeah, you're pretty much you're toast, and the generals and all that to stay in 30 years. Hey, kudos to them, man. But I can only do 24, and that was it. I couldn't run anymore. I was like, man, I can't. They were like, yeah, you want to be a first sergeant again? I was like, no, I can't run no more, man. I can't set the example for people. So that was it for me. They were like, all right, well, you know what time it is. Yep, retirement packet coming your way. No problem.
There you go.
No problemo there. I got you there. So anyway, but hey, a lot of stuff going on in the rock and roll, man, the last couple of weeks. Let's start off with the announcements.
I'm ready.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame announcement.
Yes.
Did you hear them?
I heard, and I will say, Rich, you know this about me. I just get pissed off every time the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame comes up.
I do too. And all the slander and shenanigans that's been going on for the last month or two since the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Yeah. They didn't hear us. They didn't hear anybody. They don't care. So here's the nominees officially, if you do not know. So this is the 3rd time Iron Maiden.
Get your sound effect ready. I know you're saving it for the end, but
yeah, I got it ready.
We'll need to use this for some of these.
We're gonna need to use this.
Okay.
All right. Let's do the rockers first. So Maiden's back in there. So everybody get on. Already started voting for Iron Maiden.
Should have been in there 20 years ago. Yep.
In Excess is
I'm okay. I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that one too. The Black Crowes, I'm okay.
I'm okay.
Rock,
yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Jeff Buckley, Phil Collins, yes.
Yeah.
So Phil Collins
he
is
should
up.
be in there. Yep.
Billy Idol, yep. Agree with Billy Idol. Oasis, I think they're still too young, but okay. I mean, they're big.
Yeah, I mean, they're at least a rock band. They're early 90s. I'm I'm okay. I'm okay.
Okay.
with
And
that.
then we go to
The
we
crap.
start going into the pop and
Okay,
then the
get
rap.
ready.
So
Get
pop,
your.
we got Pink. We got Pink first. Pink is up.
Hit that button.
that's it right there.
Yeah.
Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill.
No.
Okay. Oh, we missed one. Melissa Etheridge. Okay.
Okay. Here's my only concern, but this could be a concern with many people. Again, how many Melissa Etheridge songs can you name?
Like 4, maybe. And I don't even know the names of it. I just know what they are.
I'm thinking, come to my window. Come to my window. And then there was something about water. Wasn't there a song with water in it?
Dude, I don't know, man.
But,
I don't remember.
But that's my whole thing. Is it's like, how, and people always say, it's not just about how much you sell, how many. Yes, it is. It totally is. It's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
How many hits do you have? What are your stats? I mean, that's it. You're right. You're totally right. What are your stats? The Football Hall of Fame goes by stats.
Totally.
So
and
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Okay, so Melissa Etheridge, all the lesbians in flannel shirts are going to get mad at me. Sorry.
Oh,
that was controversial. I didn't mean to say that. Okay, so I like Melissa Etheridge. I do. She had some great songs. But here's my fallback, okay? Because I've been on this bandwagon forever. Okay. Should Melissa Etheridge go in before Styx?
No.
Heck no.
No.
Heck no.
Styx. And there's another band that Gene Simmons said, I can't remember who it was, but it was totally like, whoa, I didn't even think of them. But they aren't in there either. I can't remember what band it is. Don't get me thinking.
Well, Foreigner just went in last year, right?
Uh-huh.
But they're still, Styx.
So that was Bad Company.
Styx.
Did Foreigner go in?
Yeah, they went in last year or year before last. Styx, Boston, Kansas. There's 3 bands right there that should absolutely go in before Melissa Etheridge or 100%. Pink.
Agreed.
Or Pink.
Agreed. Oh, okay. We haven't finished even the silly list. We're like, you can rant it out, dude. I got you. But the next one. So Melissa Etheridge is a 50-50. Okay. We got you, but there's people that should be in.
I like her. So if I am not going to be upset if she goes in, but I'm just trying to, I did not vote for her. Be realistic.
You can only vote for 7.
Yeah.
And I did not vote for Melissa Etheridge.
Okay.
I did not. But okay. So we got Joy Division and the New Order. Now that's a wave. That's new wave. Joy Division and New Order.
Name a Joy Division song.
Can't.
I can't either.
Cannot. And New Order, I've heard of the band. I've never.
Didn't they have the something Monday, Blue Monday or something? New Order. There was a couple, whatever.
Yeah. Then we got, oh my gosh, I can't believe they're doing this, but Mariah Carey. That's a double. Has Mariah Carey
a rock song?
No, she has a country song. She just did her.
And here's
that was Beyonce.
Let's make it the Music Hall of Fame. If you're going to put Madonna in, if you're
not even a Music Hall of Fame, let's call it the music. What did we call it last time? There was some word we used. Museum. The museum. Popular Music Museum or something like that.
Something like that. Because obviously Mariah Carey is a massive artist.
Yeah, totally.
So should Celine Dion be in there? Because it's the same thing. Celine Dion, Mariah Carey.
If we want to go there, yes. If we're going by these stats, totally.
Yeah, but if you're calling it the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, no, Celine Dion shouldn't be in there. Mariah Carey shouldn't be in there.
Yeah,
not that hard.
We got New Edition. Oh, come on. New Edition.
Cool it now. So how many songs did they have?
They had a lot. I mean, I remember them from the 80s.
I remember Cool It Now. I
don't remember songs, but I remember
Mr. Telephone Man. Yeah,
I don't even know that one.
Suck.
Okay, Luther Vandross.
Again, he's an awesome artist. He ain't rock and roll. No, get out of there.
Rock and roll, dude.
Yeah,
not rock and roll. All right. We got Sade. No.
Sade.
What?
It's pronounced Sade.
Sade.
Smooth operator. He's a smooth
S-A-D-E.
operator.
No,
what's that?
Sade.
S-A-D-E. Yeah, Sade. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I love that song. I love her. She should not be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Hit the buzzer. Come on, buzzer.
Well, yeah, we got the buzzer going. I think I already did, but we'll do that again.
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Here's a double one. Wu-Tang Clan. No. That's we got a double. Double one. Wu-Tang Clan can go. And that's that. So those are the main ones that are going in. So we got some good ones. Maiden. That's the biggest one we need to get in there.
One. Yeah.
They need to go in there, and that's the bottom. I remember them denying one year, though. They denied it one year. They've been
really?
I did 3 times. And I remember they were winning, and then they pulled out or something. So maybe they just couldn't make it. Maybe I remember they pulled out and they didn't make. I don't know. I don't know the whole story on it, but I remember them saying. I remember the news saying that they pulled out or they didn't want it or something like that. Maybe because it's a museum instead of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So those are the new inductee announcements or the nominees for being inductees. And you can go on there now and pick 7. So I picked my 7, and I'm going to continue to pick my Rock and Roll 7 that should be in there. And hopefully, but you know who was in the way, or who was in the lead? Who was in the lead? It was like
someone dumb.
Someone dumb. Yeah. I think it was like Wu-Tang Clan or somebody.
So here's
or Shakira. I can't remember.
I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. I was just going to say those younger people are stupid. Okay, so you get smarter as you get older, right?
Yes.
So you forgive the foolishness of youth for people voting for Pink, or
Pink,
Wu-Tang Posse or whatever they're called. Yeah.
Come on, man. Pink.
Steaming pile of crap.
Okay. Yeah. Here's where we're at right now, guys. Okay. So these are the leaders. We got Phil Collins,
he's
New
good.
Edition, Pink, Luther Vandross, Billy Idol, INXS, and Sade. Then we got Mariah Carey. Dude, Iron Maiden is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Number 11. They're not even in the top 10. Come on, people. Let's vote. We got to get Maiden in there. Come on, man. And this is what the problem is because younger people are voting, and they're voting.
Younger people are stupid.
They don't know who Iron Maiden is, or they're the 666 people. They're the 666. They're devil worshippers. Whatever. Anywho, let's move on to some good news. Metallica is in the news. Okay. You know where they're playing, right? I'm sure you've heard they're going to be playing at the Sphere. They're playing at the Sphere.
I did see that.
And they added. They're up to like 30 shows, man. They're playing a lot of shows. So October 1st and 3rd, 15th, 17th, 22nd, 24th, 29th, and 31st. And then they added 6 more shows that span into February. And they just added some March shows as well this morning. Wow. So they're just going to keep rolling. And that's probably going to be their base station for a while, man.
Think about this, right? If you're Metallica, if you're the Eagles, if you're one of these bands that does a residency in Vegas for a month or two, dude, that's awesome. Because you're playing a couple shows a week, but you're not having to travel. They probably bring their families out and they have fun in Vegas for It'd be awesome.
I would totally do that if I was a big band like that. But so kudos to Metallica finally getting that. Now we heard the rumors it was coming, and I did hear the rumors that they were working on it, and finally it was announced. But so I checked tickets and packages. So so you got 3 tiers of packages. You stay at the Venetian or another one for 3 nights, and then you get bussed from the airport. It doesn't include plane ticket, so you got to buy your own plane ticket. So you got one for $1,000. Okay, which ain't bad. It's about
not bad actually. Yeah.
Then you got the next level, which is like $2,000. Then you got the $5,000 level. So, and it all comes with different stuff. And I'm not going, man. I'd love to. If I win it, I'm there, dude. I signed up. There's all these radio stations and places are giving out.
How much is the package where you stay at the Motel 6? How much?
They don't have that package, man. That's what I was saying. Even my mom said that. She's like, you just stay down there on Frontier,
exactly,
or at the Frontier, and then drive in. And I was like, yeah, but I don't think they're gonna bus you to Motel 6 down on Frontier Street, or down at the Fremont area, or not Frontier, but Fremont Street, So I'm not going. I would love to. Don't get me wrong. I want to see the 4D experience with Metallica. Awesome. Yeah, it's going to be pretty damn cool. They call it the Life Burns Faster tour, or Life Burns Faster, which is Master of Puppets, which turned 40 years old last week. So yay, 40 years old, man. 1986. I was there. Man. I remember walking into my gym in 9th grade, or was it 9th grade? I was 16 years old, whatever grade that was, 9th to 10th grade. Walked into the gym for PE, and my friend, he looked like the dude from Winger. He looked like Winger, man. He had the big blonde hair. He had the Levi jacket on. He had the Walkman on. He's like, dude, check it out. And he threw it on my ears, and I'm like, it was Disposable Heroes.
Wow.
I'll never forget it. And I'm like, whoa, that's great, man. I was like, who is that? And he's like, it's Metallica's new album. I'm like, now I knew Metallica because I had Ride the Lightning and Kill 'Em All already, but I wasn't listening. I was just listening to Disposable Heroes, not the singing. So I didn't hear James singing. I was like, who is it? And he's like, Metallica. Man, after school, where was I? I was at the record store that day, man.
Yeah.
Just grabbing that sucker. So, and then one last piece of news from Metallica is that Enter Sandman reached 800 weeks. And I did say 800 weeks on the official rock and metal singles chart. First band to complete this milestone. 800 weeks on the charts. Wow.
And okay, so what chart is this? This is a chart of
downloads, or official rock and metal singles chart. Wow. I don't know who does it, or who, but that was right off of Loudwire, and
wow.
So yeah, so kudos to Metallica. Master of Puppets is the iconic thrash metal album that was the staple for thrash metal forever, and still is. So hey, rock and roll. So hey, you've been hearing about the Van Halen camp? What's going on in Van Halen and
a little bit.
Eddie, but Alex Van Halen.
Alex, yeah, I have been kind of following that a bit.
Okay, so yeah, the deal that he's going to be recording all the next Van Halen album that was just put in the boxes for a while. He's dusting them off. He got Wolfgang Van Halen playing guitars, and he said he'll help with anything that he needs. But they also wanted Paul Rogers. They invited Paul Rogers to sing on it.
Wow.
But he said no, he can't do it. So he's not going to do it. So there's a lot of speculation on who's going to play, the bass, because he didn't invite Michael Anthony or Sammy Hagar to play on this album.
That is sad for the fans. I think
it really is. I agree with
you. I wish Alex would have Dave come and sing on some.
Yep.
Sing. I'm putting "sing" in quotation marks there.
Yeah.
For Dave, and Sammy and Mike. I mean, I for the fans' sake, I wish he would do that. I don't know all the backstory. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. I know it's pretty bad. I know the backstories are pretty bad, but yeah, it's just Alex and Wolfgang doing it to it and trying to get this album recorded. But they have a lot of people in mind, and they listed some off. Roger Waters turned him down. So
you mean not Roger Waters, Paul Rogers.
Paul Rogers, yes, Paul Rogers. Sorry.
Could you imagine Roger Waters?
No,
that
would not.
Yeah,
that would suck bad.
Yeah.
That would suck terribly. Oh my god, I wouldn't even listen to the album. I probably would not.
Yeah.
So he's been recruiting people to participate, but Toto Steve Lukather. Lukather. Yeah, he's co-producing the album.
Nice.
So he's the co-producer of the album.
Luke and Eddie were good friends, right? That makes sense. And a lot of people don't know this. Everyone knows that Eddie Van Halen played on "Beat It," right? The Michael Jackson tune, "Beat It."
Did. Yep,
but
sure did.
All Eddie did was play the guitar solo.
Yeah,
all he did was play the guitar.
Eddie.
You
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say the cool riff. That's all Steve Lukather. He did everything on the song except the 30-second guitar solo, right? But everyone,
I knew that was Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah,
I knew it was him without even knowing it was him, because you can hear it in the playing. You can hear it. I'm like, oh, that's Eddie Van Halen. Just like, did you know this? And the Beastie Boys, You Got to Fight for Your Right to Party. Kerry King from Slayer does the solo for that one.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so he does, and I knew it because I was like, oh, that's Slayer. I knew it exactly because just there's that certain guitar sound that they solo out to, you know. So
and Bruce is correct. Michael and Sammy don't have ownership rights to the Van Halen Corporation.
You're right. Hey, Bruce, what's up, man?
I'm just saying, from the fans' standpoint, it would be cool if you had Sammy and Mike and Dave involved. You know, for the fans, that would be the best. Dave's
scary for me just because of how he sings.
Well, he can't sing anymore, but you could have him sing a song. He could write. None of this music has lyrics yet, right?
None of it. It's all been
write
recorded.
His own thing that would sound good.
I guess it's all been recorded. It's all recorded, but they need a singer. Yeah. So, and then they're finding the people to play it live. Maybe, I don't know. He's going to go on tour. Speaking of another band that was trying to get somebody back, and a rumor brought him back, but it was a rumor. So Steve Perry came out and said the rumors of him rejoining Journey for their final tour is simply not true. Neil Sean said Perry was considering it and hoping he would say yes, but Perry is not interested, and he's actually working on a new album himself. It's going to be released later this year. So he put it all to bed. I was like, man, I'd go see Steve Perry in a heartbeat. Totally. In a heartbeat. But so it's not happening. So check this out. This kind of wigged me out. Tom Morello. You know my thoughts on Tom Morello. I'm not a big fan of Tom Morello just because of he's on the committee for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Yeah. And just what he's all into. He's one of those metal leadership roles that I don't know if he should be in that metal leadership role. Because
he's not metal.
Yeah, it's like, why are you in this leadership role of deciding who's what? I mean, he must have some big networking connections. That's all I got to say. Yeah, really big. But anyway, this dude canceled his upcoming solo tour, and he's joining a huge name on tour.
Yep.
Now, can you guess it? Do you know who it is?
I know who it is. It's the boss.
It's Bruce Springsteen. Very good. That's crazy.
So think about this. I'm not going to do politics. The only thing they have in common is politics. Because you think of Springsteen's music, you think of Morello's music, neither audience is going to dig the other. It's just they all hate Trump, right? I mean, that's ultimately what it is.
You're right.
That's the only thing they've got in common. And if that fires you up to go to the concert, that's great. But if I'm a Springsteen fan, a fan of his music, I don't want to hear Tom Morello. And
I do not want to hear Tom Morello.
And the flip side is true also. Here's my favorite Tom Morello story. He's in Seattle. And I can't remember the name of the place. There's this hipster coffee shop or something. Okay. But Tom Morello and there's lots of hipster places in Seattle. So Tom Morello and his entourage want to go into this restaurant. You got to have reservations, and he doesn't. So he goes in and says, "Hey, can we get a table?" And the dude's like, No, you got to have reservations. We don't have a table. Do you know who I am? He pulls do you know who I am? And the guy's like, I don't care who you are. You don't have reservations. You don't get in. And so he kind of throws a little fit, and they send him on his way. And anyways, he had to apologize after the fact because he was an a-hole.
Good.
But good. I love that hipster joint said, we don't care who you are.
Stood up to him.
A reservation. You don't. So that's my favorite Morello story. And to be honest, I don't want to watch a guy jiggle his pickup selector, and
I'm not a big fan of his.
He's just it's noise, and he's just not that good.
It sounds like a whining baby. His guitar sounds like a whining baby.
Well, he complains about the man, and
Yeah.
he totally is the man. You know,
He is the man.
he's
That's a good way to put it.
anti-capitalism. He's anti-everything, and yet he's the
Yeah.
biggest corporate suck up there is.
Hey,
Anyways, it's
I'm
just
with you. I could go a little bit political here, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna shut it down now because I have a lot to say, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna.
Good for
We
you.
don't do a lot of politics here, guys.
No, we don't.
We do a little bit, but
A
we
little
don't
bit,
do a lot.
but only when it actually is.
It has
You
to
know,
be
the
addressed.
point I made. The only thing that those two are united on is their hatred for Donald Trump. That's
And
the
their
only
ticket
thing
price.
that brings them together. And their ticket prices.
And their ticket prices. Because guess
Dude.
what? You know what he signed off on? How much his tickets are going to be? Well, most of them, just like Rush,
Yeah.
$3,000. He signed off on $3,000 tickets. Come on, man. You're the boss, man. You're supposed to be born in the USA.
And for the working man, you're for the working man. Yeah.
Come on, man. We're working. Give me
$3,000 a
$25.
ticket. Yeah, he's
$3,000. You're working, right? No, I'm not.
totally.
Actually.
You know what?
So
I
we're
like-
about $25.
I like the dudes that have said, I'm trying to think of someone right off the bat, but there have been a couple guys that said, no, we're not going to charge more than $100
Yep.
for a ticket.
Totally.
You know?
Totally.
And
And I still respect that.
These guys that are supposedly working class heroes, and then they charge you $3,000.
I know, man. It's ridiculous, and it's those big artists too that you're like, why, dude? You aren't you rich anyway? I mean,
Yeah.
Don't you have millions in the bank anyway? I mean, just do a charity show for some people, man, or something.
And I like the people that try and defend him and say, oh, that's Ticketmaster or whatever that sets the price. Bull crap. No, the artists sign on.
The artist knows. They know. They
Totally.
know exactly how much they're paying because they have to pay the venue. They have to pay. They pay the venue. They pay the crew. They pay the buses. They pay the airfares. They pay hotels. All that comes out of their ticket prices. And the only thing they make their money on is merchandise.
Yeah.
Merch. That's how they make their cash. Yeah. Maybe you didn't know that, guys, but that's how it happens.
That's how it works.
That's how it works.
Movie theaters the same way. Movie theaters make money from concessions.
And I know, and that's why it's so much.
I had a friend who was a manager at a AMC, I think. George Lucas, he charged so much. Usually you might make a little bit off ticket sales, but not much. But with George Lucas, they lost money from showing the movie because he charged so much for the movie. But then they had to make it up with concession sales.
And that's why a large popcorn is $28 today.
Totally.
You know, I mean, it's ridiculous. It's so yeah.
Crazy.
What are you gonna say? What are you gonna do? Let's move on to Maiden.
Let's do
Iron
it.
Maiden. All right, new documentary called Iron Maiden Burning Ambition is set for a theatrical release on May 7th, 2026. So it's going to be directed by Malcolm Venville and produced by Dominic Freeman. Viewers can look forward to a film that offers a rare and intimate look at Iron Maiden's upcoming vision and unwavering connection with their truly global army of fans.
We should go see that. Rich,
let's do it.
We should
I'm
go
with
see
you.
it. Let's find out
Alright.
where they're
It's
going to
today.
show it here locally.
You buy the popcorn.
Okay, I'll do yeah.
You buy the
I'll
$28
start-
popcorn.
I'll start saving money now for
I'll
it. Yeah.
sneak in the Coca-Cola. All right. But also, this is interesting what they're doing. And I heard this before, and maybe you heard it too, but they're enacting a strict phone ban during their Run for Your Lives tour. So it's not really strict. They're asking people to respect and approach their limit on phone use, like holding it up over your heads, and their big thing is getting lost in their phones instead of enhancing the live experience. They're trying to enhance the live experience like it used to be. Like if you put your phone away, it's a totally different experience. When you and me go and to a show and I'm recording, I feel like I'm missing out. Especially it's usually one of the big songs that someone's asked you to record for them, and you're like, oh man, I want to just rock out to this song. This is my favorite song. Like I'm sitting there filming, what was it, Eyes of a Stranger, from Jeff Tate, and I want to sing loud and be like, I'm like whispering kind of.
Yeah.
It does take away. So I kind of respect that whole atmosphere without their cell phones. It blocks views and generally ruins the concert experience.
Yeah.
So
I'm okay with that. Remember the famous video clip of Rob Halford kicking the phone out of the person's hands.
Yep. Yep. I remember that was a while ago. Yeah, I remember that. That's pretty good stuff. All right. So we're gonna talk about Rob Beach, winger guitarist. Remember
Reb
him?
Beach. Yes.
Reb Beach. Sorry,
He's
Reb
awesome.
Beach. Yes, not Rob. Reb Beach.
Oh, I do want to comment on what Bruce said here, because I don't
What
think
did
a
Bruce
lot of
say?
people know what he's talking about. I used to go pick up movie cans from a main Atlanta distributor in a bad neighborhood as a 17-year-old kid. I think he talks. Are you talking about the big cans that the movies came in?
Yeah,
Is that what you're talking about? The
The
big can? That's awesome.
So he brought the cans to the theaters, huh?
He'd have to a main Atlanta distributor. That's cool.
From the distributor
From a
bad
main
neighborhood. He went to the ghetto, fought his way in, fought his way out.
Made his way out. It's like Escape from New York.
Yeah, it is.
Escape from Atlanta.
Mission Impossible.
Awesome.
I got to deliver Star Wars to the local theaters.
We're glad you made it. We're glad. Thank you for your service, Bruce. Thank you for your service.
Hat with the horn, got the sword, the shield. He got it all. Good job, Bruce. Way to deliver it to the people. Bruce is truly for the people.
He's a man of the people.
He's the man of the people. Good job delivering movies. We're all happy that you delivered them, man. Yep. Reb Beach. So he said the White Snakes final tour in 2022 couldn't have been any worse than it was. That's funny to me because I remember watching it live going, ew, that is just terrible. He said,
I don't know that I saw any clips from that. Yeah.
Yeah. He said they had new management, a terrible sound, man, and everyone got sick and it just fell apart like Jenga. He said, he's saying, okay, guys, that's it. We sucked. Goodbye. It was health issue after health issue, and it was the final straw. They just canceled the tour. He said, and I remember they were on tour with the Scorpions. Remember?
And is that the tour where they had the female bass player? They brought in the gal playing bass.
I don't want to
really good.
Probably.
I think it was.
Yeah, the music was okay, but the sound did suck. I remember watching it going, ew. And then he did hit Still of the Night, and he screamed it, and it sounded okay. But
how does you might know with your kind of connections? I mean, I'm not an expert, but I know crappy sound when I hear it, right?
Yes.
I can remember seeing, in fact, it was Van Halen on their terrible reunion tour in like 2004, where Sammy came back.
Sammy.
No, it was Sammy. It sucked. It was when Ed was in the height of his alcoholism and wasn't clipping his toenails and just gross. Okay. Monster Magnet was the opening band.
Okay. All right.
I saw him in the Spokane Arena. I don't know what sound guys are smoking. I don't understand.
Dude, I agree with you.
It was so loud, it made me nauseous. It shook my guts. And you literally could not tell what song they were playing until about a minute in. You're like, because all it was just, and it's like they're actually paying a guy to put out unlistenable crap. I just don't understand. How do you be a sound man and make the band sound so bad? I don't understand it.
I've been to shows. I mean, Seattle, Lumen Field, the worst sound system and people working ever. I've seen Metallica twice at Lumen Field, 2 times. The first time they sounded good, but the opening bands, Gorizia and Avenged Sevenfold, I like Avenged Sevenfold.
Yeah.
I love Avenged Sevenfold, actually. I couldn't understand which one's which. They're like, all right, here's our song Nightmare, and I'm like, yes. I couldn't even understand it. It was the vocals were down, it was bassy. And then where we sat from Metallica the second time was perfect. It was like middle of the arena, right where the speakers were, but we heard sound from on the floor. Oh, you couldn't even hear them. Like you were standing there and they're singing, but you can't hear them. You hear the echo of the song.
Yeah,
you can't hear them. It's like, it's so bad, man. And that's cheating the people, man.
It's cheating the people. And you're supposed to be a sound man. I would think you have to know how to run the sound and have like staging areas where people are listening going, how does it sound? Area 2, area 1, how does it sound? I mean,
I mean, I'm a project manager.
Yeah.
So if I was running that, I would have people stage at every exit of the theater or wherever, everywhere, just saying, hey, all right, everybody report in when we have the sound. Hey, check 1, 2, dun, dun, how's it sounding? Too bassy? Is it not loud enough? Is it whatever? I don't think Seattle does that personally.
I don't know. But when you spend as much as you spend and then you go and the sound is crap,
yeah,
it pisses me off. Yeah.
So you saw Monster Magnet at the Spokane Arena.
Yeah.
And they were so loud. Now when we went and saw Slayer, Primus, Ministry, and whoever else it was a big show. Or Phil Anselmo from Pantera doing Pantera songs. Ministry, they were so loud. I had to put earplugs in.
Wow.
They were so loud. And my hearing shot anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was so loud and so distorted and so trebly that it hurt my ears. Like it wanted to bleed. I was like, oh my God.
I think like when you and I saw Priest, I thought the sound was good. It was loud, but I thought they did a good job. I thought Jeff Tate sounded pretty good. In fact, I don't know, but Van Halen and Monster Magnet was literally so it sounds weird to say it. It was so loud you couldn't hear what they were playing because it was just just a mess. Yeah, it was.
I got you.
Sorry.
Oh, well, dang, we're already 36
You're getting me all worked up today.
Wow, man. I know. We haven't done it in 2 weeks. You guys, this is what happens when we skip a week.
My blood pressure is just going. Between the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and terrible sound man, I'm and Tom Morello. I'm just
Tom Morello. Man. Well, let's talk about we'll go through we'll skip U2. So U2, they surprise fans? I guess they dropped 6 new songs, Days of Ash. Did you
I didn't even
hear about that? Yeah, they have a new album out, it's an EP called Days of Ash. They just dropped it. And then they said this record is an immediate response to current events and inspired by many extraordinary and courageous people fighting on the front lines of freedom. So I guess they wrote it for all the wars going on right now, and they dropped it out. So you maybe, or what's their definition of people fighting for freedom? I don't know. I mean, they're again one of those political bands. They are.
I'm like, just
probably Ukraine. I'm thinking Ukraine
could be. But it's like I don't care even if it's politics I agree with. I don't go to a concert to hear people's politics. I want to hear music, dude.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, let's talk about David Lee Roth now. We're moving to David Lee. Oh, DLR, Diamond Dave.
One thing about Diamond Dave, you never have to worry about him talking about anything important.
You sure don't, except himself.
Totally.
Except himself and how good he looks. Yeah. That's all you got to worry about David Lee Roth. All right. But and just don't say it. Just don't say whatever you're going to say, Dave. Don't say it, man. Just don't say it. Yeah. And he does say it. And you're like, oh, he said it. Good night. Ew. Or whatever, Yeah. But anyway, let's see your opinion on this one. I kind of agree on this. He said that his second studio album was tainted by Eat 'Em and Smile. He said Skyscraper was an underrated masterpiece. He didn't say that. The reviewers or whatever said that Skyscraper was an underrated masterpiece, even though it divided fans. It definitely was more serious than Eat 'Em and Smile. And I think Eat 'Em and Smile was kind of that joke album. You're like, it's David Lee Roth and it's goofy, with all their videos kind of goofy and they're just playing around and all that.
Yep.
The Skyscraper, they got serious, just like Paradise. And what were the other ones? There was a few other ones on there that were really big hits for him. And they were all really good. I agree. I think Skyscraper was a way better album than Eat 'Em and Smile, even though Eat 'Em and Smile got way more publicity and airplay because that was his first solo album away from Van Halen, and everybody tuned in. I mean, he came out with a rocker, Yankee Rose, and that one was a rocker, and everybody dug it. And then, going crazy, which I like. I like the album. Yeah. I mean, it's just kind of goofy. It's kind of goofy album.
Yeah.
But so anyway, Skyscraper, he's saying, is good to go. Way better. Eric Clapton, who is going on tour, by the way, in 2026 again, claimed he's going to European dates, actually. Claimed that San Francisco's Pioneers' Blue Cheer truly kicked off the entire movement of heavy metal, although he didn't take anything away from Black Sabbath's 1970 debut. He sees them as the earliest seeds of metal. Blue Cheer.
Blue Cheer, they did
Blues or
Summertime
something.
Blues. Blue Cheer,
Yeah.
they're often cited as, some people say they were the first heavy metal band. I don't know about that.
Really?
But,
I've never heard that.
Blue
I've never heard that.
Cheer, and there's a whole debate. Blue Cheer, to me though, Sabbath
was the
grandfathers
metal.
of metal. I mean, you can make the case that Blue Cheer was pre-Sabbath and they were really loud and they were, but heavy metal, I don't know. Heavy metal is not just loud music to me.
Right.
The whole heavy metal comes with the whole, like people that call AC/DC a heavy metal band. They're not a heavy metal band. They're hard rock.
They're hard rock. Yep. Hard rock band. Yeah.
And so to me, Blue Cheer was a hard rock band.
Yes, I agree with you there. I agree with you there. That's why I was wondering what you were going to debate with. What I debated the same thing. I'm like,
yeah.
I mean, they're okay. I mean, I like Blue Cheer. That's a cool song, but I don't. When I think of metal, I think of that distorted, heavy riff. The distorted, heavy riff that has a groove to it.
And what they sing about. I mean, Black Sabbath is singing about heavy metal themes, right? And I'm like,
exactly, just the darkness and the evil and blah,
exactly.
Blah, blah,
and what they wear, they're wearing the leather and all of that stuff.
Yeah, and just the whole thing. Yeah. I don't know about Blue Cheer though, about being heavy metal, but
I mean,
Blue Cheer. I like Blue Cheer. I mean,
they were loud. They were pioneers in that.
I agree with you though. I don't think they were the pioneers of heavy metal. I think we'll stick with Black Sabbath.
I would,
yeah. Check this one out. You probably heard this one, but there is a new singer in Twisted Sister. People,
I was waiting for this.
I am gonna go. I am going, dude. I don't care if you're going.
Go.
I'm going. Sebastian Bach. He has been hired by Twisted Sister to replace Dee Snider, who retired unfortunately due to his ailments, and he just can't do it anymore because of his health. But Sebastian Bach, he's like the step-in, high-pitched singer nowadays. He did it for Motley Crue, and now he's doing it for Twisted Sister. I mean, he's got the voice, man. I give it to him. I don't like his attitude, but I like his voice. I dig his voice.
It's one. I'm such a jerk today. It's like one loudmouth a-hole replacing another, right? And here's the thing. And actually, I like Dee Snider. I do. I like Dee Snider. But okay, think about this scenario though.
Okay.
I don't know the answer to this. How many of Twisted Sister's original band members are currently in Twisted Sister?
I think it's
we know
guitar and bass, right?
Okay. I don't know. I have no idea. Which my point is, and as long as Dee Snider is in the band, they're Twisted Sister. He's the voice of Twisted Sister. He's the leader. And all
you're
that.
right.
You take him out. I don't know. It's like someone filling in for Jimi Hendrix and calling it the Jimi Hendrix experience.
I agree with you here on this one, but I just think he can pull it off. I truly think
he's a better singer than Dee Snider.
Yeah,
totally.
But there's that rasp. There's a certain rasp to Dee Snider's voice that I hope he incorporates. You know what I mean? You got to have that Twisted Sister raspy voice. He could sing too. Dee Snider could sing.
But I think Sebastian Bach in his prime, he was a great singer. I mean, he had great
opera. He was on Broadway. I mean,
his range was way better singer than Dee Snider.
Yeah. I agree with you.
Twisted Sister probably hasn't dressed up in the women's clothes.
Picture I saw, Dee Snider and Skid Row teamed up, and they did sing together at some points. But Dee Snider was in his little fishnet thing. He had his makeup on. He had his, the Twisted Sister brush curve, whatever.
I don't know that they've done that recently, though. What I'm saying is,
how old that was. Yeah,
will Sebastian have to wear a corset and
I hope so. Shoulder pads. They get the shoulder pads, a little D ring in the middle. You know, holding the pants to the damn deal, man. I'm down. I hope he does, man. I hope he does. All right, we're almost going to time for the new edition of Stump the Chump, and we have revamped it all. But
I have no idea what we're talking about today.
No, he doesn't. I'm going to tell it all in a minute. But we got Ringo Starr announced the release of a 10-track record called Long, Long Road with collaborations with artists like Billy Strings, Sheryl Crow, and St. Vincent. So Ringo Starr is coming out with a new album, 10-song album called Long, Long Road. No release date yet. I'm assuming it's this year. Major tour announcements. The last thing we got is Queens of the Stone Age is headlining concerts in 2026. Accept is going to be touring across Europe for their 50th anniversary tour. So I hope they come here. That would be great to see. You know, they should bring Udo back, but
they won't have Udo though.
I know. I said they should bring him back.
I've seen the current.
He's good.
He's really good. Wolf Hoffman is bald now. He's cool. Yeah, I mean it'll be great.
It'll be a good show. Yeah. I'll check him out. And then we talked about it. Eric Clapton is going on tour. So yeah, that is the news, people. That is the rock and roll news. And now it's time for Stump the Chump. Stump the Chump.
Okay.
Now, all right. Currently, you're standing at 29 and 38.
Wow. Right? Wait, 29 and 38. 29.
No, you're standing at 82 and 106. No, you're standing at 83 and 107.
Is that really what I'm at? No.
Okay, here's the story, bud. I just threw you off. Me and the wife have been dying laughing since last week. Okay.
Oh, no.
So when we did Stump the Chump, I was the way I was saying it just sounded so random. It just sounded so random. Like you get one right, and I wouldn't say something, and we move to the next. And the next one, I'd be like, "All right, you're 27 and 32." All right? And then the next one, I'd be like, "All right, you're 42 and 86."
So what you're saying is the points don't matter, really.
The points don't matter. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna revamp Stump the Chump.
Okay.
Here's the new revamp questions. I've gone away from songwriter.com. I'm not doing that no more. I'm using my pal, Alpha India. AI.
There you go. Alpha India is your friend.
Alpha India is my friend.
Yes.
We're using him. We're doing 10 questions, and we'll just do your something for 10. That's how we're going to play it, and then we'll move on to the next week.
I like it.
106 and 220.
I can make a clean. I can make a clean break every week. I like it.
You can.
Okay, good.
And that's the way we should have been doing. Yeah. But I tell you what, go back and watch the last week we did.
Okay.
With it, and you're going to be dying. You're going to be crying. Actually, me and my wife, and I was like, "Shut up!" I was like, "Shut up!" And she just started dying. I'd be like, and I just like, I know I say it like 8 more times, man. And it was like, "Oh, you're 25 and 32," and she's like, I'm like, "Shut up, man! Shut up!" All right, check it out. We're doing 1983. Okay.
Oh, good year.
We're gonna do a bonus round, guys. After this, if we have time, we're at 48 minutes, so we should be all right. We're going to do a bonus round of funny old school sayings.
Oh,
okay.
All
right. I'm going to say the old school saying. You're going to tell me what it means. So it's going to be a bonus round. But the first round, we're sticking with 1983. And I think you're going to do very well with this. All right. All right. Time for Stump the Chump, people. Dun, 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 dun. Number 1. What 1983 song by the Police was written from the perspective of a stalker, despite being one?
Yeah.
All right. Yay, you got it right. Good job.
Yep.
All right. See.
Yeah, and Sting would say, I'd have people come up to me and say, "Oh, that was the song we played at our wedding," and he'd be like, "Do you know what that song's about?" It's a stalker.
Why? What are you going to be doing after your wedding, creepo? All right. What 1983 Def Leppard song features a taped guitar intro, usually created by Steve Clark as a warm-up exercise? I didn't know that. I didn't know this.
I'm just guessing on the song. I'm going to say it's. Well, let me think.
I'll read it again. What 1983 Def Leppard song features a taped guitar intro, originally created by Steve Clark as a warm-up exercise? Now, I didn't know it was taped because I'll give you this clue. It doesn't sound taped. It sounds like the beginning of the song.
Yeah. Is it Photograph?
Dang, you're right.
And here's
I need
here's
the applause.
and here's the thing that's interesting about that guitar part. You can't play it right on one guitar. You've got to have two. You've got to have two guitars, and if you watch them live, Vivian is in the band now. They each play a different because
I can hear it. I hear it right now. One goes high, one goes low.
One goes high and one goes low. You can't.
You're right. You're right.
You can't do it right on one guitar.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I was gonna say I play it. I know how to play it.
You can get close, but
I play it low. I go low. And then you know, I go low. I go low. Yeah.
Anyways, I got that one.
All right.
I'll take that one.
All right, good job. All right, 2 for 2. All right, 80 for 82. All right, here we go. With 1983, ZZ Top track from Eliminator became one of the earliest rock songs to feature a heavily sequenced drum pattern blended with blues rock guitar.
Okay, that whole album is heavily sequenced with blues rock guitar. So what I'm going to say, because this one is the most sequenced of the album, though you could every single song could be, but the most sequenced of the MTV hits was Legs. But the first song, hang on, the first song was Sharp Dressed Man, right?
So what's your final answer, buddy?
Well, that's a bad question. So I will say Sharp Dressed Man because that was the first single.
I'll give it to you. I take back my buzzer.
But the whole album is sequenced.
You're right.
But
you're right. But
Legs is over the top. Legs
Yeah.
is over the top.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, but the
fired up
Sharp
on
Dressed
that.
Man is something. It was a southern bluesy kind of rock, though.
Yeah.
So you know, dun, 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 dun,
But
dun,
exactly. But then you look at Legs and
Yeah.
even Give Me
It has
All
it
Your
all the way.
Lovin'. Give Me All Your
Yeah.
Lovin' is more sequencing than Sharp Dressed Man. So yeah,
True.
it's kind of a confusing.
Yeah, it's a confusing question, but you got it right. So we'll move on. All right. 1983 David Bowie hit was built around Nigel Rodgers' guitar riff that Bowie initially dismissed as this is too commercial.
It's Let's Dance.
You are right.
Dance.
Yeah, let's dance.
Put on your red shoes and dance. And who plays the guitar solo on this song?
I don't know.
Stevie Ray Vaughan. Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Not Steve.
Stevie Ray Vaughan is all over that album.
Let's
He plays on
dance.
China Girl too. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
All right, moving on to U2. What song by U2 was inspired by the Troubles in Northern Ireland and became one of the most politically charged anthems?
Sunday Bloody Sunday.
Sunday, Bloody Sunday.
Great tune.
Dang, you're 5 for 5, man. You're doing good. I knew you were going to do good, though. I got to say, make them harder.
Okay.
Make them harder. All right. What 1983 Billy Idol song features Steve Stevens' famous ray gun guitar effect created by a toy laser gun and an Echoplex?
Okay. Toy. It's 83.
83 is a famous ray gun guitar effect created with a toy laser gun and an Echoplex.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking of songs of Billy Idol songs from 83. Obviously White Wedding.
Okay.
But I don't know where that famous ray gun thing is in that song. So I will say Dancing with Myself.
No, wait a second. Now, 83. I got to check something. This could be a bunk question.
Okay. Because the ray gun song I would say is Rebel Yell, but that wasn't in 83.
That's the answer. And that's what I was just checking.
And I'll take it. Because Rebel Yell wouldn't have been till what?
83, 84. It says 83, 84. It was released in January of 1984. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, Rebel Yell. That's on his. That's
I'm
on
going to
his,
give you that one
now.
because you're right. As soon as you said White Wedding, I thought about it. I'm like, wait a
Yeah,
second. Yeah,
that's
you're
not in
right.
there.
You're right. He did one in 83 and in 84.
Yeah.
He dropped them. Okay. All right. Moving on. Which 1983 Iron Maiden track from Peace of Mind was inspired by the novel The Charge of the Light Brigade and became one of the. You got it. You got it.
And I think yours too. We used to sing old time rock and roll words to Trooper music.
Oh, did you really?
Old records off the shelf. I sit and listen to them by myself. Yeah,
that's funny.
Yeah.
What made you do that?
I don't know. Why not?
Okay, I got you. I've done stuff like that. I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 1983 song from Grace Under Pressure features one of Neil Peart's earliest use of electronic percussion pads in the studio recording. What 1983 Rush song?
Well, I know what it is because it's Distant Early Warning.
It is Distant Early Warning.
But it could have been After Image. It could have been what other videos did they have from that? Maybe
that was the big one though. That was the big one.
Yeah.
That was the big one. That was Distant Early Warning was all over my high school. I'll never forget that. That was all over, always all over my high school. Yep.
Remember the video of the little kid riding the nuclear missile? That was awesome.
And he had that bass without the body, didn't he?
Yeah.
Wasn't that the bass without the, yeah. That's when I was like, that bass doesn't even have a body. It's just 4 strings. What's going on? That's weird. But, all right. Here's another one. You're going to get the last two, too. You're going to be 10 for 10, dude. What the heck? All right. Which 1983 Talking Heads song, new wave rock crossover, was built around a looped guitar figure and became one of the biggest MTV hits?
Again, I'm basing it on the year only, and this is the only song I can think from that year. 83, right? Not 81 or 82. 83. Mm-hmm. It's Burning Down the House.
It is Burning Down the House. Yep. That's the only one. When you say Talking Heads, those are one of the only ones really that come to mind besides Psycho Killer.
Remember Once in a Lifetime? You may find yourself.
Yeah. Oh, Wild Life.
Like Wild Life was like 86 or something.
Yeah, but I like Wild Life. Yeah, that was weird. That was just a funky, cool, catchy song, and it had a funny video to it. So I enjoyed the video.
Yeah.
So, all right, last one. What 1983 Quiet Riot song became the first heavy metal track to reach the Billboard Top 5, helping launch the glam metal explosion?
Song that reached the top 5? The song would be "Come On, Feel the Noise."
You got it. Dang. Okay, so did you know that Metal Health was the first metal album on the charts ever? Yes. I learned that just the other day.
And the first metal album to ever reach number 1.
Yep, you're right. I learned that the other day. I was listening to the Boneyard, and they actually were talking about they gave 4, he always gives Tommy London. I don't know if you know Tommy London, but he gives like 4 choices. Is it Quiet Riot? Is it this? Is it that? Is it the other? You'll find out. I'll play that after Iron Maiden.
There is a Classic Guitar Rock podcast episode about Randy Rhoads. I'm trying to remember what title is. Anyways, we go into all that about Quiet Riot having the first number 1 album, metal album, and all that. So interesting.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. I didn't even actually know that. I guessed it right. I knew it was Quiet Riot because I knew that was the big. I remember in 83, 84, Quiet Riot was. Man, it was the bee's knees, dude.
It was the bee's
knees. It was the cat's meow. And that's what we're about to go into here.
Okay,
we got a couple minutes.
I'm ready.
You ready? All right. So this is how this started. All right. Do you know what if I said, man, that's smarts? Do you know what that means?
It means it hurts.
There you go. Okay. My wife had no clue what that meant. So I was like, man, my neck smarts. And she said, what did you just say? I was like,
she never
smart. I've never said it. I just said it that time, or I may have said it. I don't even know. But I was like, man, my neck's smart. That's smarts. And she's like, what are you talking about? So I said, smarts. You never heard smarts? She's like, no.
That's
I was like, that means it hurts. And she looked it up. You ever heard of Ripple? Do you know what Ripple is?
Ripple is a drink.
Okay, so you know it. My wife didn't know that one either. They said, "Honey, don't forget the Ripple at the store."
Get the Ripple.
Sanford and Son. Sanford and Son made Ripple famous. Believe it or not.
Wow.
That's actually, I didn't know that. I had to look that up because I was looking for her. But Ripple was a brand of wine. My mom knew it. It was a brand of wine called Ripple, and now it's cheap wine. Now we call it Boone's Farm.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, what's up? What's
and
up,
shout
Frank?
out to DJ Love, Frank from the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex joining us. Thanks, Frank. Frank and I had a computer science class together in Lawton High School years ago.
Okay.
I had told this
high school friend.
Frank laughed at my Converse high tops that were kind of pinkish purple, and Frank laughed. I remember that, Frank. I won't forget that. Okay. All right.
All right. So what I'm going to do real quick for the next minute, I'm going to ask you just random stuff. You just tell me what it means. This is old school slang. All right.
Mhm.
That people probably don't know what the heck you're talking about.
Okay.
All right. All right. That stings like the Dickens. What does Dickens mean?
Stings like the Dickens. I mean, I know if someone said stings like the Dickens, it would mean it hurts. It stings a lot.
It hurts really bad.
But I don't know what the Dickens means.
The devil. The Dickens meant the devil.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay.
All right. What about I've been hornswoggled?
Hornswoggled means you've been tricked.
Yeah, blindsided.
But what does hornswoggle mean? I mean, that's
what it is?
That's what it means. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So what did it mean? What I just mean the overall general.
Gotcha. Right. So just what does the whole
what does the whole thing
I got you.
mean?
Okay.
So, well, butter my backside and call me a biscuit. I never heard of that one.
That's like you're surprised.
You are extreme surprised.
No way.
Butter my backside and call me a biscuit. Boy, I'm gonna start using that. What about land sakes alive? I used to hear this. I don't hear
land sakes alive. It's an exclamation of like it'd be the same as saying "Holy cow!"
Yeah, shock or disbelief.
No way.
Land sakes alive. Bruce, I like what he said. Okay, we're getting back into my people's language. This is funny because a lot of people, and this was a reality check for me. I say like the Dickens still. I say smarts, and people are like, what are you saying? Dude? Translate that for me. All right. Here's another full quit your lollygagging. That's kind of, I think.
Yeah, that's like, come on, hurry up. Quit dragging your feet.
Stop wasting your time.
Yeah, exactly.
You're full of baloney.
You're full of crap. BS. Yeah.
BS. Yep, you got it. All right. You look like you've been rode hard and put away wet.
It means you look bad. You look tired. You need some. Yeah.
You look I can't believe you knew that. I never heard that. Dad burn it.
Oh yeah.
Dad burn it.
Dad burn it. We've heard that.
Dad burn it. Yeah. He's a real wet blanket. This is old.
He's a party pooper. Yeah,
he's a party pooper.
He's no fun. Kind of like DJ Love. Kind of like Frank. No, I'm teasing you, Frank.
He's a real wet blanket. Or like DJ Matty at Def Leppard. What a real wet blanket.
That guy was. They should have had DJ Love open. They should have had DJ Love open for Def Leppard instead of
there
DJ
you go.
Matty.
DJ Love. That's 100%.
That would have been cool.
She's a tough old bird.
Yeah, that just means she's tough. She's strong. You don't want to mess with her.
Nonsense.
No nonsense. There you go.
She's a tough old bird. That's funny. Anyway, all right. Everyday sayings that faded away. Mind your P's and Q's. What does that mean?
Mind your P's and Q's means when I hear someone say mind your P's and Q's, it just means be careful. Be careful about what you're doing. Don't do anything dumb. Behave yourself. Yeah. Behavior. Okay.
There you go.
All right.
I knew you knew all these, man. I knew most of these.
I'm old. Yeah, when you're
don't
old,
get your knickers in a twist.
Don't get your knickers in. It's like calm down, settle down.
Settle down. Don't be all crazy.
Bruce, I remember that. I remember that episode. He said SNL did a classic skit of Hulk taking a poop at a superhero party. I remember that. That's the one where John Belushi's the Hulk in that one, right? I think so.
That's a good party pooper. Yeah. That's that one's alive today. I still don't be a party pooper.
That's good.
Yeah. Do we keep going? I've still got 104.
I can do a few more.
All right, let's do a few more. All right. So we already know that's the bee's knees and
Yeah.
the cat's pajamas. Another way to say awesome or it's excellent. Hold your horses.
Hold your horses is like be patient.
Let's slow down.
Yeah.
Chill out.
Slow down.
Yeah, yeah.
Chill out.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. I'm busier than a one-armed paper hanger.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like
One-armed paper hanger. What is that?
It's like yeah, I got so much going on. I'm super busy. Yeah, don't give me.
I have never heard of that one.
Yeah, I've heard that.
What about this one? I haven't heard this one either. He's all hat and no cattle.
That's that's very
I'm
specific
crying here.
about drugstore cowboys, right? They're like, he thinks he's all that, but he ain't. Yeah,
Yeah, talks big,
he's an
delivers
empty
nothing.
suit. It's kind of like
Yeah,
being an empty suit. Yeah,
He talks big but delivers nothing.
there you go. Okay. Hey,
All right.
speaking of that,
What's up?
we need to wrap up, I think.
Yeah, we do. All right.
So
All right. Yeah, that was funny. I was having fun on that.
it was awesome.
Yeah.
Rich, thank you.
Hey,
Bruce,
thank
DJ
you.
Love, Frank, everyone,
everybody.
thanks for tuning in. Appreciate
Hey,
it.
don't forget, tune in to the Classic Guitar Rock Radio. We got some new stuff on there for you to check out. We got the what is it called? Oh, the Vinyl Countdown. It's a bunch of rock trivia.
Oh,
if you like,
yeah, Vinyl Countdown is awesome. Check that out. But I was going to put in a plug for the Classic Metal Vault tonight.
oh yeah. Don't forget about that tonight.
Awesome.
That's tonight. That was it's on random mode again, but I do shows live and then not live, but recorded, and then I do random too. Tonight's a random one, but the last couple of random ones have been doing really good. So check them out. It's really good music. It's good time. Turn it up, turn it loud. And
Great.
Rock on.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you again next week.
All right. See you guys later. Have a good
Bye-bye.
day. Have a good week.